A picture is worth 1,000 words. So let's take a look at how to create residual plots and, more importantly, normal probability plots of residuals using QI macros, because QI macros does not create those normal probability plots for you. So here we've got some data. We plot X and Y, got our columns, we select our data. On a Mac, this looks different than a Windows. On a Windows computer, this will be in the toolbar. On a Mac, you're going to have a drop-down menu from your toolbar at the top of your screen. Either way, you go to Statistical Tools and you're going to go down to Regression Analysis. So QI macros will do the regression analysis for you. Here's the start of it. And there's the full regression analysis. So, if we look at this plot, this is what I'm going to turn into a normal probability plot. Right now it's got Y values and percentile, which is the same thing as cumulative probability. If we look at what's highlighted right here, this isn't what we need on our plot. We need our residuals instead. So I'm going to take these residuals, I'm going to copy them, and I'm going to do a paste special right here. The reason I'm doing a paste special is because these residuals are calculated values, and I don't want the calculations moving over. I want the values themselves. So we're going to select the values. All right. Then we're going to do a sort, and we want to sort ascending. I'm going to just use this selection I have. I don't want anything else changed. And so now they're sorted from smallest to largest value. So now what I can do is go to this plot and select the data I want. Again, this dialog box looks a little bit different on a Mac than a Windows computer, but you want to change your X values to your residuals, and you want to choose your percentile for your Y values. Okay. Well, that doesn't look so good. And this is because your x-axis is locked to certain values. So if you double click on your x-axis, something like this will come up. Again, it looks slightly different on a Windows computer than my Mac, but what you're going to do is change your scale. You're going to auto the min and the max values. This, now if we look at this graph over here, now we can see our data properly. Unfortunately, our y-axis goes right through the middle of our data. The way to change that is to change where your vertical axis cross is at. So I'm just going to make it -10 because our minimum is -8, and that will move it to the left. All right. So we can't really see our y-axis too well now. I'll just drag it back over. There we go. Okay. There's a lot of decimal points here, and it goes up to 120. So let's fix this axis. We'll make the maximum a set value of 100 because cumulative probability can only go up to 100%. To remove all these decimals off the number, what's going on is that the y-axis values are actually linked to the cells, and we don't want that. So we're going to uncheck this link to source box, and we'll choose general. Okay. Now our values look a lot more reasonable, and we have a normal probability plot. If we want, we can put a trend line on here. We've got a linear setup. I don't need the equation or the r-squared value. Doesn't matter. I just want to look at the line. Okay, so here's our line, and we're going to take a look at it. This looks like a pretty good linear fit. Our values are falling right on our black trend line right here, so we should be good. And that is how you take QI macros output and change it into a normal probability plot.